Hi guys, my name is Ajay Mathur and I am in AFEST from Mindvalley. This is our day one. We are in Jordan, near Amman and near Dead Sea. Today we had, it is a day one today, we had a keynote speech from Vishen who talked about the event, and then we had another speech from Jimmy Naraine, who is a confidence building coach. He is so popular. His Udemy course has got more than 50,000 reviews and his average review is like 4.789. I don't know what the best possible that is. And he talked about the role of building deeper connection in your confidence. He gave us few examples. In this particular video note, I'm just going to pick out 3 points that I really liked. Number one was to, in order to create deeper connection, show your vulnerabilities. And when he was explaining it to us, he actually did a very good exercise. He asked people, you all 300 people have come from different places, you don't know each other. So did you feel any sort of social anxiety when you were approaching some new people or a group of people? And then he wanted the people to stand up. Surprisingly or not surprisingly, everybody stood up. That included some of the speakers who are going to talk here, right? So everybody had it. Everybody had it. It's just that people think that it's only me who being anxious. It's only me feeling sort of, how should I go and talk and approach a group or people? It's everybody. So that was really good. It's sort of a realization of something that we probably already knew. But he made us realize that, yes, you're not alone. Everybody feels it. So when you are sharing your vulnerability with somebody, you are actually creating a deeper connection because they are more or less have similar things going on in their lives. So that was point number one. The point number two was make people feel what you want to convey to them. So in this one, he took a very, really good example. So he shared a story from his life, and he asked people, he's going to pick some 5-6 people onto the stage and everything is going to be on YouTube. So who wants to come? So there was some around 50% people raised their hands and they stood up. He wanted to check, how anxious you are. He wanted you to feel what he was trying to convey. And then he told about his experience when he came on stage and he had around hundreds of people. It was in initial days and he became so conscious, so anxious. His heart was beating very fast and sweat was dripping. He actually ran away from the stage and he shared that. And he made everybody feel by asking them to participate right now on that speech. So it's a kind of, he made us feel what he was trying to convey. So kind of created a connection in that exercise. So that was my point two. And the point number three is to stay in your energy, which I really, really loved. So what happens when somebody comes to you and talks to you, you kind of change your energy completely, isn't it? You're like, oh, hi, how are you? And then, like, for example, you're standing near a bar and you're kind of quiet like that. And then somebody comes to you, you're like, oh, hello, how are you? And then you get into so much of energy all of a sudden. So you're not actually showing your energy, their real energy, right? And he gave a very good example about animals. Animals, when they come close to each other, a cat comes to another cat or dog, they just sniff, right? They just check if everything is okay. So we humans also do more or less the same thing. So we can still stay in our energy and create a connection that is going to be deeper, rather than you just, and somebody comes to you and you give them a Pan Am smile, which is not really real. Yeah, you can kind of make a connection for 5 minutes, but if you have to make a deeper connection, you have to be in your energy. So my 3 points to summarize: one is share your vulnerabilities. So second is make the other party feel what you want them to feel in order to connect with them. And third is stay in your energy.